Hey, my name is Dustin, for those of you who are new to my channel, and I am going to show you guys how to make a downsized version of the ATRT that comes in the 501st Battle Pack. One of the biggest complaints about this pack is just that the fact that the builds are a little bit too big compared to the minifigure scale. And so a lot of people have downsized theirs and made their own little mocks. And this is just my iteration of that same thing. I made a video a couple months back that was basically showing off the fact that I could make an ATRT and a bark speeder out of just the pieces that come in the pack. And you can actually make both of my builds with one pack. So a lot of these, the mocks of this ATRT and this bark speeder, they either require extra pieces or you can only make one of the builds. So this one is actually going to be a tutorial that allows you to make both of them in one set. But I'm just going to cover the ATRT today, so we'll get right into it. Get this 501st Trooper out of the way. And then we'll put this guy in the back here. We'll work on him. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to show you in a couple different steps. So first we'll do legs, and then we'll do the front of the build, and then we'll go with this little the seating area. So for the first part of the build, we're going to go with the leg, and the leg is pretty simple. It uses one of the pieces that's already in the leg that has a sticker on it. So if you've already placed the sticker, you don't have to worry about that. So using that part of the leg, you're going to put this piece that clamps onto the end of it backward, just to try and get rid of some of the length of the leg. And another way that we're going to get rid of some of the length in the leg is actually with this piece up here. You're going to put this on upside down, basically. And then this light gray bracket here, if you find your light gray bracket, you can place this, I believe it's called a grill piece, this blue grill piece. So you place that blue grill piece and these silver studs. I like to use the silver, it's just a little bit more flashy, onto the bracket here. And then on the back side of it, you actually have a light gray stud and this dark gray of a little clamp piece. Underneath that, you just have a 1x2 plate. You just stick that right on the bottom of this dark gray piece. And what that does is it gets rid of some of the length in this part, and it's going to make your build more accurate to scale. So then for the foot, it's pretty simple. You've got a couple of these bracket pieces, these blue bracket pieces, and then you're going to connect them with just a 1x2 with the stud in the middle. Put the vent piece on the top of that, and then the toe underneath it, as well as one more of the 1x2 with the stud in the middle. And then on the edge of it, you just have a couple cheese slopes stuck on there. And voila, you just stick that onto the bottom of that leg. You've got one of the legs. So here's the other one. Basically just mirror that same build. Pretty simple. We'll set those aside. Oops. And on to the most difficult part of the build. So this part of the build is actually, I'll break it down even further into two sections. So the most basic part of this build is this light gray 2x4 piece that's on the bottom. So what you're going to do with that is you're going to put a blue bracket piece in the middle, and on the edges you're going to put the dark gray bracket pieces. On top of that, you're going to have a 1x4 plate piece, and on top of that, a 1x2 plate piece, both light gray. Now, for the other side, you're going to have a light gray 1x4 piece with the studs in the middle missing. So what you'll do with that is you'll add these little, I think they're called plate with a bar, to either of these studs on the ends. And when you do that, you'll add a 1x4 plate on top of them. On top of that plate, you have this 2x2 plate with the studs missing. And then on the back side of it, just to cover up this big hole here, I have a 1x2 blue brick. So, pretty simple. Put the dishes on the side where these dark gray brackets are. Once you have those on, those serve as sort of a, it's like ball joints of the leg, kind of. You'll have one of these 1x2 plates here with the stud in the middle. And then you got your little end of the gun here. And we use these because we don't like stud shooters around here. So, another simple little part of the build. There's not really much to explain here. You can pretty much see the entire build of this antenna assembly. If you need a pause and take a look at that or whatever, by all means do that, but I'm not going to explain it too much. So for this part, we actually incorporate this rounded piece still, which I really like. I couldn't get rid of that piece in the set. It's just a wonderful, beautiful looking piece. So I like to incorporate that. We have a 2x4 dark gray plate that's got some holes in it. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to sneak that in between this bottom and top part of the curved mold. And when you put that in the middle there, it should snap on top and underneath here. So once you get that in place on the blue curved piece, you're going to have to place a 2x2 plate, black plate with these studs missing here. And that's going to serve as the seat for your character. So you put your 501st Trooper in right there. Anyway, on the back of it, you're going to put a light gray, it's like a clamp piece. I don't really know exactly what the name is, so that you can hold your little binoculars on the back side. So we place that piece directly on top of that blue 2x2 plate here. And voila, you've got most of the build already. You just put your antenna assembly on the back there. Now, this is the most fun part of the build, at least. It was the most fun for me to make. You still use all of the same stickers that come in the original set, but basically what's going on here is it's just one of these dark gray bracket pieces. And this dark gray bracket piece has a 1x2 plate in light gray and a 1x2 plate in black underneath it. And on the front of it, you're using the same flag pieces with the bar right here that the original set actually uses. Sorry, this keeps not focusing. Okay, there we go. So it's actually using these bar pieces, and the flag pieces are stuck on there along with the stickers, just like the normal build. But directly in front of that, you have your 2x2 tile with the sticker, and on the top of it, we will place the blue hinge piece. The blue hinge piece that has the backwards hinge plate on there. And so on top of that hinge plate, you have your 2x3 tile, and you just make it flush with that 2x2 tile, and then add it directly onto the black area where the seat will match up with the black area on the bottom of this. So they should line up perfectly. And would you look at that, you just straighten up these little 501st pieces right there. Clip on your legs. You hear that nice little snap. And would you look at that, perfectly done. Oh, shoot. Get the legs steady there. And you have a downsized version of the ATRT. If you guys would like some more in-depth instructions, please let me know. I can actually make a file and link it through my Instagram or something if you guys would like, where it goes through like a step-by-step. I don't have those made yet, but I could always do it. I'm pretty good with Bricklink, so, and I need to learn how to make instructions on Bricklink. So I feel like that would be pretty easy to do. If you guys would like that though, please comment below. It helps out my channel if you comment. And it also lets me know what you guys are interested in and everything. So if you want to do that, please leave a comment and or constructive criticism or praise for my build. If you really like it, share it with others and show them this video and just let them know that there's a video tutorial on how to make it as well. And I appreciate your guys' time. Thank you very much.